Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm S2F Gaming and welcome back to episode 54 of the ARK Survival Evolved series. Guys, in the last episode, we attempted to take on the Manicore over on Scorched Earth, but unfortunately, the fight didn't want to cooperate with us, and that's totally okay, because today, guys, we are over here on the brand new map. This is Lost Island, and honestly, it looks absolutely amazing. I will say, too, I'm actually really surprised about the variety of dinos on this map. I mean, we have snow owls, we have manigarmers, we have magmasaurs, we even have some of the R variants, which is just absolutely crazy to me. If you guys want to see live reactions, I did do a live stream, kind of going over the map, exploring it right when the map came out. In the right-hand corner right about now will be a link sending you on over there. I'd say check it on out. It is 3.5 hours, but I had an absolute blast, and I think you guys would enjoy it. Anyways, guys, today we are going to be taming up one of the Lost Island creatures. Today, I want to get my hands on a Sinomacrops. Now, what's really cool about the Sinomacrops is, let me kind of pull up the map here and everything like that. We are currently roughly at 20 latitude, 40 longitude. Right over there, that beach area right ahead of me, that's a potential spawn location, basically, for your character. It's actually, this is the easy zone, which is really cool because you can technically get a Sinomacrops as your first tame, as long as you're lucky and everything, honestly. But these little guys spawn all over the place. That island all the way down, roughly 60 latitude down to about 78 latitude, that like big island down there, 20 longitude, 30 longitude. They spawn apparently on that island. You can find a few there. You can also find a few over by Green Obelisk, which is roughly 50-50. And then finally, apparently, they spawn all the way down in the desert, all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, around 80 to 90 latitude, 80 to 90 longitude. Now, guys, I will say, one of the positive things about these guys is that they spawn all over the place, but I will say the downside is they are impossible to spot, honestly. This is a dimorph right here, basically. They are half the size of that, so they are really small, and they move around real quick, honestly, and you will lose them if you don't keep your eyes on them and everything like that. So we're going to take a look around this area. Let's see if I can spot one, just to kind of show you guys what they look like. But once it comes to taming them, they are a passive tame, which is really, really nice. But I will say, here we go. Wow. Oh, there's one right next to us. And it's going to freak out in a second or two. It's going to start running away. There we go. Let's see what level it is, just to kind of get an idea. Oh, my God. They move so quickly that, like, my sensitivity is a bit off. That's a level 20. What you actually need to tame these guys, apparently, is I would recommend probably wearing full ghillie, just so you're able to kind of stay hidden from them. On top of that, having chitin with you is probably going to be the best thing, because that's what they eat. That's their taming food, which is kind of crazy, too, because if you wear chitin armor, they hate it and they'll start hitting you. But if you feed them chitin, they love you, and that's how you tame them. It's absolutely crazy, honestly. In my opinion, it's absolutely crazy. But anyways, we're going to keep looking around here, trying to find ourselves one. I would love, personally, to get a few of them. I would love to breed them, imprint them, and see what they can do. And on top of that, I do want to get the highest level we can actually find, because I think that would be kind of cool. Checking them on out, checking out all of the abilities they have and everything like that, because I've checked out a few YouTubers kind of going over them. What I've seen, these things are absolutely amazing, honestly, and it's definitely something worth grabbing. So let me look around here. Let's see if we can find a few. And, yeah, we'll go from there, guys. Speaking of which, there's actually one right here. What level are you? You're a 50. I kind of want to get an idea of this taming process, because it does look a little tricky, I'm going to be honest. It is a passive tame, but you got to make sure that you're kind of in an area where stuff's not going to bother you, basically. I think it's still here. I hope it's still here. Yeah, it's walking around. We're going to kind of hang out here for a second, because this thing eventually will work its way over to you. It'll start flying around. You'll see hearts, apparently. And, yeah, this thing will basically head on over to us. So let's see how this works here. It's flying away. I don't want to go too far off this bridge. That's the problem, because, like, there's other stuff around here. Come on, come back. I have chitin in my inventory. Come on. Oh, yeah, make sure you have chitin in the last slot. I think I mentioned that before, but I'm not really sure. Oh, my God, I went into the damn temple. I don't want to move around too much, because, honestly, there's a lot of threats in this area. There's Sarcos, as you can see right there. One just popped out. Let's see if this thing will eventually... No. There's raptors around here. There's a lot of stuff, and the biggest problem is, if stuff attacks you, it'll freak them out, and they'll go away. So it's kind of like... You want to be in an area where there's not going to be a lot of things, basically. Let's have a quick look here. Let's see where this thing is. Oh, yeah, it's up there. I see it. And look, it's actually, like, kind of... It was right there. I'm hearing violence, so that's not good. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm going to probably go out on a limb and say the jungle, even though you'll probably find a lot in here. Apparently, it's very common to spawn in here. It's probably going to be really, really tough to get because of the amount of raptors, sarcos, that kind of thing. My suggestion would probably be, if you can somehow lure it, maybe if you wear chitin and cause it to follow you, kind of lure it out to the sea, I would think, because then there's not going to be as many spawns and stuff like that. But I'm going to be honest, if I track one down, it's going to be tough to kind of maneuver it in here and everything like that. So I think we're going to check out a couple of the other spawn locations, and hopefully we'll be able to find not only a good one, I mean, I would love to find a good one, but one that we can actually tame, because I think it's just not going to be possible in this area. Alright, guys, so look at this. We actually already have one right here. Now, that's just a level 45, but kind of comparing this area, it's actually not too bad. Yes, there's a Carno here, but besides that, like, we have Stego Strikes. We're totally okay, so I kind of want to see... Where'd it go? Oh, it's over there. Okay, so it's all the way over there. I kind of want to see if we leave the owl here alone and kind of work our way over. Are we going to be able to kind of lure this thing to us? I'm a little worried about that Carno, I'm going to be honest. Looks like there's 2 or 3. Okay, we're going to hang out here. It might run away because of the calicos? No? Okay, sweet. I don't want to lure myself too far away from this thing because, honestly, something could come up and attack us right away. So let's kind of... Ooh, another one. Ooh, this might be actually a better place. Don't worry about the jungle. Just stay kind of out on the outcrops of the jungle, basically. Looks like that might not be too bad. I want to see if we can get this thing lured. Come on. Alright, we have not too bad stuff in the area. Gotta watch out for the calicos. That'll probably be the biggest thing. Come on, guy. Alright, we're definitely close enough now, right? I guess not? Alright, we're definitely close enough. This thing's... Yep, there we go. Sweet. I want to back up just a little bit. Let it come to me. Alright, feed chitin, and then I think it's just going to run away, right? Okay, so we got 38% off the first chitin. Now, at this point, best thing to do, obviously, just put on the taming HUD just so you can follow this thing. I'm going to leave it alone for a few minutes, because I will say, I've seen a couple of YouTubers say, kind of leave it alone and it'll work its way back to you, but I've seen other people kind of start heading after it. So, we're going to see how this goes. 77, 80, oh god, it's actually going pretty far. Looks like it's... Okay, no. Alright, looks like we can feed it again. Feed chitin to tame. Yeah, so it does look like that you do have to follow it. It's kind of like a combo. Like, you do follow it, but at the same time, you kind of give it a little bit of space. At least that's kind of the idea that I'm getting right now. And I do see a couple of compies over there, so I kind of want to work my way kind of away from it, but I also don't want to, like... I don't know. We'll kind of figure this out, honestly. Oh my god, it's legit flying straight for my snow owl. Oh god, the Carno's right here. Oh jeez. Alright, hopefully it doesn't get freaked out, because it looks like... Oh, it looked like it freaked out. Yeah, look at that thing. It's flying like crazy right now. Wow, you really need to be in, like, an area with 0 threats, honestly. Because anything just sets this thing on off. Alright, I'm gonna hang out here for a second. Hopefully we're in a better spot here. There are Trudons behind me. That's definitely not good. How far away is this thing? 96, 94. Okay, 107, 111, 115. It got scared again. By something. It's at 151 meters. Jesus. You're gonna be going all over the place to track this thing down, honestly. 129, 128, 126. Okay, so it is trying to work its way back to me. I might wait here for a few. Oh, Jesus. No. Snow out. Yeah, that's the biggest issue. That literally everything's gonna come and attack you. So you gotta make sure you're in, like, a really good area. Let's see if I... Okay, it's at 180 meters. We're just gonna go. This is getting a little ridiculous. Because Because now we're in the area of, like, raptors and stuff like that. This is going to be really hard to tame. And now, of course, we're getting close to it, so it's going to get freaked out. Yeah, you need to be in, like, a really good area. Or you just need to be, like, really lucky, it seems like, honestly. Because, like, I assume this is losing taming effectiveness right now. Okay, it hasn't yet, but its food is way down. Yeah, and it's at 0% now, taming. Something happened, so whether it got hit or something... Yeah, that's kind of nuts. Okay, yeah, no, we're not taming it over here. That seems a little excessive. We'll try to find a nicer area to kind of work with. It's going to be really tough taming these things, though, honestly. Because everything spooks them. You need, like, 15, 20 minutes of no, like, bad things in the area, it seems like, in order to attempt to tame this thing. Oh, my God. Or I'm doing it wrong, which could totally be the case, I will say. That could be a very viable option, that I'm actually just doing this completely wrong. But anyways, we're going to head to a different region, I think. I think up here might just be a little too risky. I would say if you are spawning in these zones, that beach down there, I think, is the easy zone. You might get lucky. You might get lucky and find, like, a level 15, a level 20 that you might be able to tame right on the beach. I think that's your only chance of getting one of these, though, at least right from the get-go. They might spawn over that way, I'm gonna be honest, too. I'm not really sure, like, that kind of cliff over there. They might spawn over in that foresty area, which could give you a good option, because, again, this whole area is considered the easy zone to spawn in, so... Who knows? But honestly, at this point, I think we're going to head over towards Green Obelisk, because over by Green Obelisk, around 50-50, there's a nice little, like, chasm area where there's a little bit of water. They showed it off in the trailer and everything like that. If you guys remember, I think there's a Margosauruses that they show off in the trailer that kind of walk through there, the initial trailer. So we'll take a look over there. We'll see if we can find anything. Hopefully we can, honestly. And I don't think that area is as violent as the area we were just in, so we might have ourselves a little bit better luck. Alright guys, so this is the next area we're going to check on out. I usually end up finding a few in here. This is roughly, it is going to be near Green Obelisk. This is roughly 60 latitude, about 55 longitude. And I will say, Green Obelisk is there, so you're probably looking a little more than 50-50. You're probably looking, oh, it's probably right where that little white dot is. That would actually make sense. That's about 65 latitude, about 55 longitude, roughly, for Green Ob. But I will say that there are a ton of thunderstorms on here, so you definitely have to watch out for those. Gotta land, it looks like, which is going to be a little inconvenient if there's a Sinomacrops right here. Thank God it doesn't look like there is one, which is absolutely awesome. But let's have a look around here. Let's see if we can actually find any of these little things. Looks like our stamina's all good now, so let's see. I will say, I usually found like one or two in here. Hey, there's one right there. Alright, that's a level 40, not bad. I want to take my time, because like if I literally like run into one, or run close to it, it's gonna freak out. Which I don't want, so let's kind of take our time and look through here. We might be able to spot another one or two. Alright, looks like we also have a 45 down here. Not too shabby. Let's see if we can kind of continue around it and kind of push our way through this little chasm. Alright, looks like we've had a 75 over here. We're actually at the end of the little chasm that we just went through. And a level 15. Not bad. Definitely want to keep an eye on the 75. That's actually the highest that we've seen so far, surprisingly. But I do want to take a look around here a little bit. It is a bit more vegetation that I would like, so you are going to lose these things fairly quickly in here. But we'll take a look around and see if we can find anything higher than 75. Alright guys, so I've actually decided to come down all the way to the desert biome. Interestingly enough, this is actually one of the spawn points. Maybe not here, Tuscarora Coast, but I believe if you go down the way a little bit, it's that like Golden Lion Beach or something like that is one of the spawn points. And it'll actually spawn you down there, which is kind of crazy. I think it's a medium area. But anyways, we're going to check here. The reason that I'm kind of thinking this might work out is there's not as many trees, so you might not be able to lose it as easily. Plus, there's not as many bad creatures. Yes, obviously, there's terror birds here. There is wolves here. There's obviously a lot of, like, scorpions, stuff like that. But the good news is if there are scorpions, it'll attack the scorpions because of chitin. And honestly, if the scorpions beat it, then you probably didn't want it to begin with, honestly. So we'll take a look around here. Hopefully we'll be able to find a few of these things. I'm going to be honest, I think this is going to be the best region to find them in. So at this point, I think I'm just willing to find whatever high level I find, period. I'm just going to attempt to tame at this point because, yeah, this is getting a little crazy in my opinion. Alright, so right there, that's a 135, plus its mate boosted. So there might be, so there's going to be another one over there, too. Oh yeah, it's right over there. Let's see what level you are. Alright, so you look like you're a level 5, 15, something like that. I will say, they're not as frequent in this area, gonna be honest, but they are a heck of a lot easier to kind of find and everything. Biggest downside, like I said, is obviously you do have a couple of creatures here that could attempt to attack them and everything. Oh, no, 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 no. The other one ran too. Damn it. Oh, my God. Didn't realize I got that close to them, but yeah, sometimes it happens. Anyways, we're gonna land right over here, I think, because our Sinomacrops is right there. Now, I kind of want to lure it to this area because there's Morellatops here. So if anything attacks, at least the Morellatops will kind of put up a fight a bit, or at least I'm hoping. Plus, on that side, there's like wolves, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's do our best to get this guy on over here. I kind of want to keep the Snow Owl as far away as possible, but at the same time, I do need to kind of... I do need to have a flyer or something just to kind of get out of here nice and quickly. There we go. Let me just kill the Titanoboa right away. Okay, I'm going to kind of head on over there a little bit. We do have the gun, so we'll be able to kind of defend ourselves, no problem. Okay, there's the Sinomacrops. I'm going to hang out here. Come on, dude. You look amazing, too. Look at you. Come on, dude. Come on, I'm right here. Come on. Thank you, hearts. Sweet. No, 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 no. Oh, my God, I didn't do it quick enough. At least this one might not be too bad to deal with, though, because it's so bright green that I'm going to be able to spot... at least I'm going to be... hope I'm going to be able to spot it, no problem. Looks like it might have calmed down a little bit, so I'm going to hang out here and kind of wait this out. Hopefully this thing's calm enough where I'll be able to actually start taming it, but that thing looks amazing. Loving the Christmas colors right now, honestly. Oh my God, it went near the Snow Owl, and now that's why it's running. Well, the good news is, if it does work its way back, there is a scorpion right here, so hopefully it would end up attacking it. Nah, I think I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands with this guy. Yep. There we go. So I think what I actually have to do is, which kind of stinks, I think I'm just gonna have to put the Snow Owl away completely. Let me see how much inventory I have, because the problem is, like, everything just weighs so much. But I might be able to walk around just holding everything, which might just have to do. It might be the only possible way to do this, honestly. Alright, I will say we are moving a little bit slower than usual, but that's totally okay. I'm just going to do it this way. I think just being on foot is going to be the best play for this. And we have a wolf over here. Okay. And our Sinomacrops is up there. I just saw it a second ago. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully this works. Come on, wolf. I'm going to lure you this way. Come on. Yeah, man. Oh, Sinomacrops is over there. Okay, perfect. Come on. Come on. Okay, forget it. There we go. Alright, well, I ended up also shooting the Doedicurus. That might be a problem. Alright, so it is on the ground, but it hasn't given me the hearts yet, so I'm not going to go over to it. Don't want to piss this thing off, honestly. It doesn't look like there's anything in the area, which is good. Come on, dude. Is there a way I can... No, I'm not going to bother. It should get the hearts, like, right now. I am right next to you. Come on. There we go. Hearts. Sweet. Okay. Go over. And feed. Alright, first feed. Let's get this going. Hopefully we can get this thing, because we are in a calm area right now, which is great. So now it's just a matter of kind of just hanging out, waiting for this thing. I'm going to kind of work my way up here, because if I can get this thing to just kind of land up here with us, this would be perfect, honestly. But I'm going to let it do its thing. We'll see what happens. It looks like it's just going to go into the wall for a bit. Hopefully it can kind of figure out where I am, because I think this thing kind of works its way back to you, but I'm not really sure how this taming process works, honestly. You better not sit up there, because I am never going to be able to get you. I don't have any grapples or anything, so you better not just stay there the entire time. It didn't give me... Okay, there's the hearts, so let's go. Actually, you want it to come over to you, apparently. Alright, so maybe moving was not the best idea, but I'll let it kind of go now. That's the second feed. We are looking pretty good here. I hope to get this thing. But apparently, once the thing goes to the ground with the hearts, it'll kind of work its way towards you. Let it work its way towards you, apparently, because if you walk up to it and you run by mistake, kind of like what I was doing, it can scare it, and then it'll run away, and then you gotta do the taming effectiveness all over again, so, which is never fun. So, it looks like we're calm in this area. I'm just gonna let it hang on out. I'm gonna let it do its thing. We should be looking good, though. I'm really excited, because these things are absolutely amazing, at least from what I've seen. Oh, wow, it's losing taming effectiveness right now. 68, 63, 61. What the heck? I can't tame it. Like, what the heck? Why is it going down? Okay, here we go. That's so weird. It's not like I had a chance to actually, like, feed it. It's still 100%. It just looks like, interestingly, along the way, after a certain amount of time, the actual taming bar just starts dropping. Regardless if you're able to feed it or anything like that. So, I noticed that before, but I wasn't sure if that was actually the case, or I was just kind of seeing things. Oh my god, holy crap. That was a jump scare. I literally jumped out of my seat for that. Oh my god. Because I'm like so focused on this. And literally this stupid bug just made a little bit of noise. Oh my god, that freaked me out. Yeah, you can see 77.1, 76, 76. And I can't tame it. It's all the way up there. Oh, that sucks. I mean, at least we're still getting 100%. It's just like, you're going to need more and more feeds to actually do this. And then, what happens in this case? Like, what if that thing doesn't move? I mean, it did, but, like, what if it didn't actually move? We're already down to 70%. Like, legit, it's just going to continuously... Yeah, we're at 69. Like, I kind of have to force myself to get close to this thing in order to, like... Yeah, we're at 67, 66, 65. It got attacked. It got attacked. It's at 0. Because of terror birds. Alright, it's got hearts. Oh, feed cutting. 15%. Here we go all over again. Here we go. Yes, hearts, and drop down in front of me, and hours. Oh, thank God. Okay, I think it lost... No, 202. No, that's right. Right? That seems right. Okay, just land, dude. Come on, dude. Alright, let me whistle you over there. Maybe that'll kind of fix you. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Whew. Alright, let's take the taming off. Yeah, it got 99%, so perfect. Let's take a look at this wonderful guy. Oh my god. This thing looks awesome. And it's like nice and shy and everything like that. Oh my god, I love the colors. This thing looks so cool, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to have a quick look around, guys. I definitely want to get myself a high-level female at this point. I'm going to be honest. I think it's probably... You're going to get more availability, and you're going to get a lot more of them spawning in the jungle. You're going to get a lot more spawning by the green obelisk, stuff like that. But I think, just as a matter of, like, taming these things, if you have access to the desert biome, come on over here. Honestly, it's easier to spot these things. There's not as many threats, even though there are a lot of threats. There's not as many as you would have in, like, the woods and stuff like that. Oh, please, God. Please be a female. And you're a 100? Oh, yeah, definitely you. Alright, we gotta keep track of this thing. It's the red one. Okay, if we can get this red one, that would be absolutely crazy. So let's cryo you up. Let's see if we can do this. If we can do this right in this corner, too, that would be absolutely amazing. But let's see what happens here. It's this one right here, I think. That better be the 100. Oh, my God. Alright, well, it's already, like, happy to see us. So, yep, 100. Sweet. Alright, come on over. Oh, damn it. Oh, my God, I ran. Alright. I'm wondering if, too, does it make a difference? I want to see what level that one is. That's a 20. Alright, the red one's right here, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit. Alright, 59%. Looks like we're still looking pretty good. Still looks like 100% taming effectiveness here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, 100%. Awesome. Where is this thing? Okay, it's over there. what I ended up doing was the level 5 did come back to the area, so I did end up killing it, along with the level 20, while this thing was kind of hanging out up there. It was up there for a while, so it did give me a time to actually kill these two without kind of pissing this one off. So we're looking pretty good at this point. There's no other Sinomacrops in the area. It's just this one specifically, so real excited to get this one. And yeah, I know, I could probably take a little more time and try to find another high-level one, but honestly, looking at this one, looking at the colors, I really like this one. Plus, it's been really tough to find high levels in general. Like, I was really lucky to come across this 135, but we'll have to see and everything like that. But real excited to tame this thing on up and check out the stats. Okay, so interesting. It is losing taming effectiveness right now, so not really sure what's going on yet again, but yeah, this seems to be a little tricky sometimes, where I'm wondering if it's kind of stuck in the wall right now. And that's what's causing the issue. So it looks like we might need to do a few more feeds with this thing. As long as this thing comes down, I better not lose the entire taming effectiveness over this. But we'll have to see what happens. Not really sure what's going on here. Right, guys, so interestingly enough, it actually went down all the way to 0%. It was down to like 300 food. So what I actually decided to do was leave the area a little bit. I just ran out there, ended up losing complete taming effectiveness and everything on it, and just reset the process. Crazy thing is, the food is actually back up to full food. So hopefully we'll be able to get this on the second attempt. We'll have to see. Biggest problem that I'm noticing is it gets stuck in these like little crevices, and then it just can't, like, work itself out of it. So that's where the food drop seems to happen. So probably having it in this kind of area might not actually be the best way to tame this. Alright, got the hearts coming on over here, and it's ours. Sweet. Oh my god, thank god. Oh my god, this took forever, honestly. Let's get her over there just so she can actually go to the ground. There we go, perfect. Just stay right there. What are you doing? Stop. I'm going to put you inside of a damn cryo. Anyways, let's take a look at the stats and everything. So 550 in health. Obviously, the one that we have is a heck of a lot better. 540 in stam. The male that we have is a lot better. This one is 124 weight, which is actually better than the male that we have. And then 266 melee. I think ours honestly has the better melee. I could be totally wrong. But honestly, we're going to cryo this thing on up because I like the one that we have, but I fully intend on breeding these guys because I think breeding them, get the best stats, plus the imprint, everything like that, will be looking real good with this thing, honestly. I actually just noticed that. I want to see something. If I put the camera mainly towards... Nah, okay. I don't know. It just kind of looked weird that I went into this camera mode and all of a sudden the Sinomacrops kind of put its head behind my head, kind of like hiding and everything like that, which I think would be a really cool function. But regardless, anyways, I will say, when it comes to these Sinomacrops things, if you're looking for just to get one, like if you're just looking to get one of these things, I would say just do it in the starting zones over in that jungle area, like the beachy area, like we originally started with, like that region, 20 latitude, 30-ish longitude, around there. Right when you spawn in, you have a small chance of finding them on the beach with you, so you might get lucky, you might be able to tame it that way. But if you do have access to the desert biome, I would say make your trip down here, honestly, because yes, it is a pain. I think it's going to be a little bit easier taming them on here, though, versus taming them over in the jungle, over in the other areas where there's just a heck of a lot more threats, honestly. But at this point, guys, we're going to be taking these things back to the island because I want to breed them on up and I want to see what an imprinted Sino can do. Alright guys, it's been a little while. We are back on Lost Island, and now we get to show off our new Sinomacrops. And honestly, this thing is absolutely amazing. It ended up getting all of the Christmas colors. So what I did was I actually gave it a helmet, and then I added the little Santa cap with it just to kind of top everything off here. But honestly, the thing looks absolutely awesome. I'm really excited to kind of test out all of the buttons and kind of how to use this thing, honestly. But this thing is just awesome. One thing that's really nice about the Sinomacrops, and I really hope this comes as a quality of life update for all shoulder pets. On console, if you hold down X, not only will it give you the enable auto scream, that kind of thing, you can actually go straight into its inventory just right from your shoulder, which is absolutely awesome. I think that should be a thing for all the creatures, honestly. But what's really cool about this guy is whatever you put inside of its inventory, everything gets halved. So the Cryptopry meat was 3 pounds in my inventory. In his inventory, it's 1.5. Plus, you get the spoil time increase, which is absolutely awesome, especially holding like kibble, curry, all the stuff that you need for like an Amargasaurus tame, basically. What's really nice is all the stuff that we have in here does get halved in weight. So you're actually looking at 139 pounds for all this stuff, which is just absolutely crazy, honestly. Again, just make sure you have chitin in your inventory. Make sure it has chitin in its inventory, because that's all it eats, is just chitin specifically. Now, I will say, I did go back and forth from Lost Island back to the island with this creature so I can get the 46 levels. If you guys don't know that trick, it's pretty simple. Just transfer from whatever map you're on to the island, throw your creature out, and kind of rinse and repeat, work your way back. And it'll have a stupid amount of levels on top of it. Now, mind you, 46 levels is at 0.5 XP, which is just nuts. Another way that I actually showed this off is I was on the island, transferred over to Ragnarok, threw dinos out, picked him back up, put him in the obelisk, and went back over to the island, and same thing, this trick works, which is just absolutely awesome. I don't know what I'm going to put all 46 levels into yet. I would assume you'd want to wait as much as you can. I think that would actually be a pretty good stat to just boost up, like completely crazy, honestly. But on top of that, let's see what else you would want to do here. Maybe, I mean, let's see, that's 30 levels left, basically. I would assume the rest of it you would want it to put into stamina. Just because, again, you're going to want to glide with this thing as long as you can. I wonder how, like, high you could really go with this. 2142. I like 2295. I think that's good enough. Melee on this thing is absolutely crazy at 368. This is just imprinted, nothing too crazy there. Plus, it ended up with 1320 health, which, just to give you guys an idea, it ended up with 1100 health from the perfect male and the perfect female, and this one did end up having a health mutation, so it ended up being about 45 points into health, which is absolutely crazy, honestly, especially because this was a level 135 and a level 100 that bred. So, yeah, absolutely awesome. Looking at real nice health there. I'm not going to touch the health because, again, you can give this thing armor, which is so good. Plus, on top of that, this guy's not necessarily a fighter. I mean, it is, but at the same time, this thing's only going to be, like, scaring stuff off. I'm not really expecting this thing to fight, so I think your best bet would be just to put as much into weight and as much into stamina as possible. Finally, if you want to top off a few, maybe kind of mix between melee and health, but I think your two priority stats would be stamina in order to glide as far as you can, plus the more stamina, the higher you can, like, fly with this thing, and then finally the weight of 245, since everything gets halved. Essentially, 245 weight, you're looking at about 500 weight this thing can hold. That is crazy, honestly. But at this point, guys, I think it's just about time to check out all of the things that this thing can do. I will admit, I don't know all of the controls yet for this guy, but I'll kind of show off what I know. So first things first, if you press A, you'll do this kind of boost straight up in the air, which is kind of cool. If you hold A, it won't only just, like, kind of help you glide back down, but it'll actually go all the way up. It'll actually go as far as it actually can. Stamina-wise, honestly, and because we bump so much into stamina, this thing can really take off. What's really nice about it, too, is, and the stamina's not even close to going down. Oh my god, I might have just went a little crazy on the stam there. I'm curious how high you could go with this thing. But one thing I haven't figured out yet is, in fact, the parachute mode. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. We'll kind of have to figure that out eventually, but what you can actually do is just let this guy go on down, and then just keep kind of, like, holding the A to kind of float yourself down for right now. The one nice thing, though, when it comes down to, you will take a little bit of damage on that. What's nice about this, though, is once its stamina is fully drained, it will go into, like, an auto parachute mode, so you won't actually die or anything like that, which is really nice for this creature. Finally, on console, we can use the gliding ability. What you basically do is you can either go off an edge, kind of like what we're going to do here, and then I believe you press the right stick, basically. So, on console, the one that you use for, like, camera, basically to look around, you're going to click that in, and that should enable glider mode. So, let's take a quick look here. Yep, there we go. And then, basically, this is just like a glider suit. So, you're going to kind of use the camera to kind of angle how you want to fly with this thing. And this thing is absolutely awesome, honestly. And I'm curious, you can kind of... Oh, wow! So, in mid-flight, in mid-glide, you could actually kind of switch it around if you need to, like, go high. Let's just say I'm trying to get to this edge, and I'm like, uh-oh, gotta get up there. Now, basically, I can use this to fly all the way to the edge if I kind of missed my mark, missed my shot, or anything like that. That is so cool. Plus, it seems like you can kind of maneuver back and forth. You can go backwards, forwards while in this mode, too. And then you can switch right back over to the glide mode. Oh, my God. I love this creature. I seriously love this thing. This thing is awesome. Oh my gosh, it looks a little wonky this way. It's kind of interesting, but this thing looks so cool. I love this. This has to compete for me so far. I mean, just a first impression, stuff like that. This already competes with the otter for me. Yes, the otter gives you the insulation buff. Yes, the otter can hold so many artifacts and stuff like that, but honestly, with this guy's weight, this thing can hold, like, again, if you go a little excessive with weight, this thing can hold, like, so much oh my god, imagine taking this for battle runs. At this point, I love this thing. I really do. This thing is great. Get it a good helmet too, honestly, and you're looking all good to go. Kind of curious if you give it a chitin helmet, what would happen, if anything. But guys, that's going to wrap up this episode. Sinomacrops, in my opinion. This thing is amazing. Most likely going to be my favorite new shoulder pet. But guys, that's going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button. Questions, comments, leave it down below. If you're new to the channel, or if you've already been enjoying my content, but you just haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.